I'm on. Hello, my name's Kenny Mamarella-D'Cruz. I sound very mellow, I think. It's 1:23 p.m. And I'm on holiday in Lanzarote. I can now see why Angela had a go at me for not putting gel in my hair. Welcome to Wednesday at 1-ish. I'm on holiday in Lanzarote. I've just had a massage. So look, do I look all massaged out? So check this out. So we went in at 11. Do you know what? I'll stop talking about me. I'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to talk about three things. I don't know what number 3 is yet, but that's my game. I usually say stuff I don't know. The first one, hurt people. Hurt people. Yeah, so it's really weird. The way that, I'll tell you my story. The other day, I was chatting with a friend, a very, very close friend, and at the end of the conversation, I felt hurt. I felt sad. I felt angry. And when I feel angry, I think, okay, I wonder what's behind the anger. Usually it's something else. It might be, stuff like I've been disrespected, I've been betrayed, I've been this, that, and the other, whatever it is. Beneath all of that, there's usually some sort of pain, like I have been, I might feel sadness, I might feel grief, I was hurt. I was really hurt, especially by someone I really love. And then I thought, well, I'm going to hurt him. Because if I'm hurting and I hurt him, then maybe he will understand what I'm feeling. So if he feels it, then he'll get how I feel. And then he'll think, I didn't mean to do that. And I'll stop. And it doesn't work that way, does it? So hurt people, I was hurt, was going to hurt the other person. So he knows that's just not playing cricket. Non-violent communication. If you go to YouTube and you Google non-violent communication, Angela's giving me a dirty look because she knows I'm rambling, but he's not here. Sorry, dear, should I not say that? Oh no, I'm really in trouble. So maybe she's hurt and she's going to hurt me. No, not really. Non-violent communication, Marshall Rosenberg, the whole course is there. And what I've learned to do is own what's going on and say, when you said blah, 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 I felt blah, blah, blah. I need blah, blah, blah. Would you be willing to blah, blah, blah? So what I did was I felt hurt. And I just needed space for a few days because I didn't want to hurt this guy. I wanted to feel my feelings rather than suppress them or survive them or put them in my head and intellectualize them or abandon, which is something that people so often do is, I feel something that's not nice. I just abandon. I'll just walk away from this relationship. It doesn't matter. There are lots of other good people around. There's lots of other friends. No. So I took my space and I felt my hurt and I didn't want it to go until I got it, until I understood it, or at least until I was feeling and owning my pain and over inflicting it on my friend. So hurt people. There was a part of me that thought, if I hurt him, then I'll feel better. If I hurt him, he'll get it. If I hurt him, then we'll meet at that level where it matters rather than making light of it. But no, we had a brilliant, though very short conversation and just got what I was feeling and why, got where he was coming from, got that when our conversation was getting a little bit too close or too personal or too vulnerable, then one would kind of raise it or get into a frenzy or, get all disconnect from the conversation and go off on a tangent to be safe and to make it nice, to survive or whatever. But yeah, hurt people. I felt hurt. I wanted to hurt him. I wanted him to feel what I was feeling. Instead, I took my space. I felt my feelings. And at the end of our conversation, I said to him, I was grateful. I said to him, thanks. And I don't want the pain to go yet because there's more for me to get here. So leave me with my pain. I'm not going to let go of my pain until I've really got my pound of flesh. And I've been learning so much. One of my little tricks is the pain that I felt, the flavor, the specific flavor of the pain that I felt. There was part of what was going on where I felt mistrusted, like I needed to prove that I was safe to be around or that I wasn't after something. And I followed the feeling back, and it was a really, really, really strange place that it took me back to. I am not white on the outside anyway. And for a lot of my life, I was brought up in an all-white community. And I remember people who would see me for the first time or have me around for the first time. And, they'd never been around people who aren't white. And there was a fear, or there was something, there was a vibe. There are various vibes that I've got used to. There's someone in town that's not safe, make a phone call, lock up your daughters. The vibe that I got into that I didn't realize that I was used to and kind of working around for a lot of my earlier life was, I'm harmless. I'm not going to steal. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to do anything bad or nasty. I'm not going to do whatever it was that the 70s or maybe 80s, 70s media said we might do, or how bad we are. So I had to prove that I'm safe and good, rather than just get on with things, same as everyone. So it was interesting to get into a part of my pain and follow the feeling back and know what was being triggered and own that, rather than you made me feel in a certain way and now I felt like this, I will make you feel in that way to see how you like it. And no, that's just more drama, less communication, and more messy. So following the feeling back, and I found some unfinished business. I found a place that obviously I forgot, and I very, very much moved on from, because that doesn't happen very often. I mean, sure, it happens. Anyway, you might be wondering where I am. I'm in Lanzarote. We thought we would be like pretty much naked on the beach by now, but it's cold, so I had to buy this hoodie, nice color, and get the heating going. And what I learned since coming to Lanzarote is not to be attached to my picture of how I wanted it to be, and how I wanted it to be was those colors in that picture behind me, bright sunshine and roasting and toasting. Meanwhile, no, we're having a really good time, actually. Much as it's a holiday, it's also me facilitating or taking part in the closed groups. Fourth Monday, fourth Tuesday, fourth Wednesday, fourth Thursday, fourth Friday closed groups, where the same men sit together and we check in. We get to know each other very, very well. We do it in 6-month terms, and most people renew for years and years to come, because we're a band of brothers, a pack of possums, or whatever you want to call it. And I'll tell you what we find out. I mean, we get to know each other really well. We get to care for each other. We get to know each other. Sometimes know behind each other. When I don't know what's going on with me, someone else might have an idea because I'm acting differently or something. So there was something I came across. Let me find it. What we talked about the other day was quite a shock. Last week, before coming away, was a very, very busy week for me with clients, and there was a theme that I did not expect. Quite a few new male clients, or blokes that I haven't worked with for a long time, and the very unexpected theme was lying, compulsive lying, and 80% basically out of the blue, said, yeah, these are the lies I've been telling. I'm a liar. I don't mean to lie. It keeps me out of trouble. It keeps things safe. I've been a compulsive liar, and I need to get over it. I have been a compulsive liar, and I'm in so deep in certain situations that now I don't know how to get out of it. So how shall we deal with this? So and I know with a lot of people I've worked with in the past, it's like situation, before I know it or before they know it, there's suddenly a lie. And then once the lie is out, the lie needs to be acted as if it's truth. And a lot of compulsive liars believe their lies as soon as they're out. And then it's supporting this lie. It's not just believing it, but it's selling it to people because I can't be seen to be a liar. Therefore, I need to support this nonsense and prove to people that I'm not a liar by continuing the lie and making it real. So it was a huge one. And it came up the other day in one of the men's groups as well. You know, I brought the issue up, and I was surprised to hear, more in the past than the present, how lies have been used as a there you go, let's have some more light on the show, have been used as a survival mechanism, I guess. So I'm not going to blab too long because I know I'm very late and I'm peckish, and I've just come out of the so 11 o'clock we went in for a massage. We thought it would be an hour, and then they said they'd do this extra thing, what's it called, press to press or something. So good massage. That's why my eyes might look a little sparkly and stuff. And then after the massage, I put on these long kind of paper trouser things right up to here, and then got strapped in and zipped into this machine, and this machine filled up with air, and I was being squeezed. My legs were being squeezed and massaged by this air thing that was on a certain setting, and it was like filling up and squeezing my legs and emptying out and then filling up and going. It's like, how weird is that? Anyway, 1 hour turned into 2, and here I am late, moving in. Oh, by the way, what is it? The 5th? Let me have a look at my calendar. May the 5th, which is a Saturday, Men Facilitate. Oh, Men Facilitate, which is the day, the playing Dancing Queen. Anyway, May the 5th, which is Men Facilitate Day, and we're going to be running the how to facilitate men's group workshop. So if you want to know how to communicate better with men, or how to run men's groups, or any conscious communication groups, then come to Men Facilitate. Now I am being distracted by a very bad rendition of Dancing Queen. One last thing. Be careful who you pretend to be, because you might forget who you are. And I guess that's the next level of compulsive lying is, if I pretend to be this nice guy all the time, then I might suppress my masculinity. I might suppress my true feelings, my true thoughts, my true emotions, my yang. And then I might believe I'm this automatic, you know, I used to be, if anyone looks at me, I'd be, you know, instant smile, instant nice, instant harmlessness. So we go back to the harmlessness thing, full circle. And it's like, I'll act safe. I'll act nice. So it took me a while. And I know that in situations of danger, I guess, when people are sent to boarding school or go to the big school, from the primary school to the secondary school or whatever, it's like, who do I need to be in order to survive this? Who do I need to be liked? Who do I need to be to take my place in the pecking order as, I don't know, the smart one, the handsome one, the sporty one, whatever, the funny one to survive, to not the bully, so I'm not bullied, the victim, so I'll bully myself before other people bully me, and you know, all of these little games. If I believe those personalities too much, then I might forget who I am. So I'm going to leave before I ramble too long, because I'm still recovering from my massage and my legs being pressed, and wannabe Abbas hassling me. So be real. I'm going to go and lie down and eat some fish. So hopefully see you next Wednesday at 1. See what Men facilitate on Saturday the 5th. We're going to be camping. Men Camp is the last 2 days of June and the first day of July. Please sign up to the newsletter, mensgroups.co.uk, and there'll be a pop-up. And if you want to check out the groups that are on mensgroups.co.uk, and I'll see you back in Blighty. I hope you're having a sunny time over there. We have scattered showers, scattered thoughts too. Bye.